The art of making clients feel valued. Hey, Sensei Sarah here with another incredible insights episode for every introverted personal trainer who wants to take exceptional care of your clients and feel respected and valued as a personal trainer without having to exhaust yourself in the process. So here's this week's incredible insights. Insight number one, give clear, consistent communication. Now, as introverts, we think a lot. And sometimes we're so in our heads that we don't even realize that we haven't said the words out loud. And while that might be a problem occasionally, a bigger communication issue that introverted trainers have is not fully understanding your own strengths and weaknesses. And this is a problem because if you don't know what you're good at, you can't give everything you've got to helping your clients achieve their goals. You probably waste a lot of energy doubting that you're good enough. And so rather than being able to dive deep into what your clients want and need, you'll simply spend too much time trying to gain validation from them that you're doing a good job. And you're not alone. I mean, I think I probably spent the first 10 years of being a personal trainer doing this. I'd let my clients tell me what they wanted, fit myself to that framework, and spend most of my time worrying that they were happy enough to continue paying me for the next block of sessions. Now, if I'd have known back then what I know now, life would have been really different. I wouldn't have been afraid of mentioning money. I wouldn't have had to suffer through so many dreadful clients, and I wouldn't have doubted myself so much either. Because if you want to make your clients feel valued, you have to put yourself on a really sure footing first. It's that whole air travel idea of putting your own oxygen mask on before helping anyone else. So, insight number two, don't focus on problems. I see trainers do this all the time. In fact, it's how we're trained. And it's so normal to us that we don't even know we're doing it. And as introverts, we can go a bit overboard on the details of things. Technique and flexibility come to mind pretty quickly. And while those things are important, we don't want to overshadow the experience that our client is having with us. When we focus too hard on our client's problems, if we're not careful, we can create a negative mindset, frustration, and a lack of enjoyment. The trick is to find different ways to achieve the same goal rather than laboring the same points over and over again. Now, it's my experience, for example, that making someone laugh or smile can reduce the tension in their muscles and make them more mobile than having to force themselves through 10 minutes of stretching that they probably find uncomfortable and they think they're probably not very good at. And this simple alternative can be the difference between a client having a great session with you or feeling like they weren't at their best. And making your clients feel good is always a great way to help them feel valued. So insight number three is to take initiative to proactively solve client issues. Now, when you understand your strengths and weaknesses, it's really easy to anticipate problems and find the right solutions much faster. So when your clients are all trying to achieve the same result, you see the same people, you see different people go through the same thing over and over again. And the thing, if this one result is the thing that you're really great at helping them do, over time, you'll learn where people are likely to be struggling, which means that you can address those problems before they arise. And if you're not the best person to help your client solve that particular issue, you can go and find the best people for their job. Now, there's a movie over here in the UK called The Wrong Trousers, and it features clay characters called Wallace and Gromit. And there's a scene in the movie where Gromit, who's a dog, is sitting on a toy train that's hurtling at full speed towards the end of the tracks. Now, he manages to grab a box of track pieces, and he's frantically laying out the track ahead of his train. And I think of this movie every time I think of the relationship between the client and the trainer. Your client is the one that's sitting on the train, speeding down the tracks, and it's your job to provide the right track pieces so they can keep going without issue. Now, if you don't feel confident in yourself, instead of being able to provide the right piece of track at the right moment, it's like you'd be handing them a piece going, does this one fit? Or what, this one might be okay, and having no idea where the track will eventually lead, just hoping that they're satisfied with wherever it is. So here really is the big client care takeaway. And it's that outstanding client care is about understanding your own strengths and weaknesses, finding different ways of achieving the same outcome, and anticipating problems before they happen. Now, when you do all of these things, your clients can stay focused on doing the exercise necessary to achieve their goals. So the point here is that you can take exceptional care of your clients without having to exhaust yourself in the process. Now, if you're struggling to figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you're sincere about wanting to make this even easier, then I'd like to invite you to work with me one-to-one so we can figure it out together. Just head on over to kickasspt.com/perfect to find out more. Thanks for watching. I'm Sensei Sarah, and I'll see you on the next episode.